Today I'm going to introduce you to Eddie Austin. I'll let him introduce himself. He's done a few different things and now in multifamily. But so Eddie, instead of me introducing yourself, you, how about do an intro for yourself? Where did you come from? What all you did, and now what do you do?
Sure. So I'll start off with, I'm Eddie Austin with J Capital. J Capital stands for Jennifer and Eddie Austin. We are husband and wife team. She's a real estate broker, and I was entrepreneur and visionary, you might say. So did many other things. We're heavy intensive in the labor background, managed a Toyota manufacturing plant, did a solar company, partnered with that. And then from there, I went into my own business building hot rods and metal fabrication. And I love that, but I just couldn't help enough people besides myself. So I never could make enough money to where I was truly satisfied with that. So got into the syndication game. And from J Capital, we realized we wanted to get in multifamily investing, you know, anything from 5 to 350 units. And it took about 2 years worth of learning to try and figure out what markets we wanted to be in. And once we got that figured out, we realized that we had to start some type of a structure to raise capital to buy these large assets. And that's where we come across the syndication. And we currently have a 506c fund, and that's accredited investors only. And we're looking at buying Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Texas, South Carolina, all over the United States. You know, if it's a good market and we believe in it, then we'll invest in it.
Awesome. So Eddie, obviously with the multifamily syndication 506c, accredited investors, that's probably one you might be looking for. But you know, who can you help, and who do you like to connect apart from that, I guess, or with that, you know, who else, I guess?
So, you know, one of the coolest things that came about that I didn't realize it would happen was so many people have reached out to me and asked if we would start a podcast or if we have a platform where we would teach other people, because we've had quite a few people look up to us. And I can't say that we didn't start the hardest path that we could ever started. You know, we started with a fund, and that was just from not knowing. You don't know what you don't know. And I knew I wanted to get started. And when we started asking for help and asking for lawyers and everything else, you know, I knew that we wanted to advertise on broad spectrum, you know, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So everybody said, well, you've got to have a 506c, you know, you got to be offer to accredited investors to do that. So we started with a fund. Now, over the period of learning what we've learned, a lot of people start with a tenant in common model, just a single syndication for a property. So we probably took the hardest path, but we're still standing. So I think with that, we probably gained a lot of, I wouldn't call it respect, but a lot of people reach out and say, wow, you know, that's how you started. So you must have really learned a lot to be able to start there. So we've had tons of people reach out, and we do have a podcast that we will start recording probably mid-January. We've got a lot of stuff going on, finishing out the company year end, and it's called the Multifamily Network. So we'll get that started. And I've had people contact me, LinkedIn, phone call, email, just asking for, you know, how do you get started? How do you raise capital? What lawyer should I use? Can I start a tenant in common? Can I do this outside the Security Exchange Commission? So I'm happy to answer every question I can. And, you know, you can call me up anytime, give me a phone call, and I'll answer your question the best of my ability. And I've had so many people that just hands down, Eddie, you're the greatest for sharing your knowledge. Well, to me, that was the whole reason that I stopped my my metal fabrication company, because I didn't feel I could help as many people. In this environment, networking is the #1 thing. So being able to network with many other people and, I'm learning from people and I'm teaching people along the way. And it's just a beautiful thing.
Awesome. Hey, as you heard him, he didn't say you got to be a accredited investor or anything like that. Just, network.
Right.
He's, yeah, my experience with him is the same thing, like we hit it off great. So yeah, he's a great guy to talk to,
Mhm.
a lot of knowledge to share. So reach out to
Yes.
him, talk to him, maybe invest with him or maybe not. Get
Right.
his advice, whatever is the case is, or maybe partner with him. So he's
Oh, absolutely.
got a fund, and yeah, if you're a syndicator, you need help, maybe he can help you there.
That's another thing is we learn that sometimes the deals that we come across, we also wholesale properties. So we send out letters to property owners, looking to buy their property. We get a lot of networking coming through our door. So people bring us properties and we don't buy every single one. So we may put it under contract and wholesale it along the way. It kind of helps the revenue stream. And then from there, we also come across deals that are too large for us at this time. But through networking, we realized that we could ask for sponsors. So our fund could raise the capital. We could bring the 20% down or the 25% down. And then someone like some of the friends that we talk to of yours, they could be a sponsor in our deal. They could be a general partner or a key principal, and we could buy the deal together. So
Awesome.
my fund would provide the down payment. We would have the limited partners on that side. And then we have a bigger person that comes in and puts his equity in along with our equity. And we make it one big, beautiful package, a nice capital stack. So
Awesome.
that's something we didn't realize we were going to do when we started, but it was something that we realized when we come across deals, we're like, man, we're not going to let this go away. So we've got to be able to offer this to other people.
Awesome. Well, there you go. If you're a multi-family syndicator, you might want to connect with him. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's all I have to say. All right. Awesome, Eddie. Well, obviously you did a lot of things and now multifamily. I can guess what inspires you to get up and do what you do every day, but I want you to tell us what inspires you to get up and do what you do every day.
You have to be passionate about it. When I built race cars and 23-foot tall sculptures, it was the passion. You got to believe it before anybody else believes it. And if you have a good vision, and that vision can create a lot of synergy to get you out of bed in the morning, it creates a passion that, you don't need an alarm clock. You don't need people change your mindset all the time. If you're passionate about it and you believe in yourself and you believe that other people should see it when it's finished, it just gets you out of bed and it gets you moving. So this job here, I don't call it a job. I was always raised, find something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. My dad told me that constantly. And when I got into networking and multifamily and in real estate, I was extremely passionate about the relationships and the bonds that I've built in this industry. And that was so much more powerful than motorsports was fun. I had a lot of fun there, and fabrication was a lot of fun, but it didn't seem like there was as much passion as there is with real estate for helping each other out.
Awesome. Oh, there you go. Well, I kind of guessed, like I said, I guess what.
Yeah, it's all passion. You got to be passionate about it.
Awesome. Well, you had successful businesses, now successfully raising capital. So what's the one tip you can share with all that stuff you did that has helped you that can help others?
I think almost the first thing, and I'm going to get a little deep here. I think the first thing you have to do is a mindset. So, when you've got a big dream and you're going to tell it to people, you're going to tell it to your friends first. Don't listen when they tell you can't do something. Don't listen to the naysayers. If you believe in it, then write that down on a legal pad and make it a goal and work towards that. And I'm a firm believer in the motivational stuff you'll find on YouTube. I listen to it almost every day. So I think number one, you have to have a good goal and you have to write that down and you have to work towards that every day. Once you find your passion for that goal and bringing it to life, the rest is history. But you have to make sure that you do not let negative people disrupt your dreams. You just can't. You know, everybody that's ever had a dream, if you look at Elon Musk and you look at all these other people, they've done amazing things. They didn't do it by listening to negative people.
Awesome. Well,
You got to stay positive.
and that's the best tip. I mean, pretty much, mindset, if you're not there, then doesn't matter what great idea you have, because there'll be someone saying that's the worst idea.
There was a long list of people. Actually, everybody that I approached in my neck of the woods in the Southern Indiana region, and everybody said, well, syndication, that sounds like a Ponzi scheme. So, and I said, well, it's not. It's a real thing. It's done quite a bit in California, a lot of other places. This is how people raise money. It's not a Ponzi scheme. So that really drove me wild for a while, So, me and the wife, we talked about it a lot. We figured out how to get the company brand up there, and we thought, well, we got to look professional. To get rid of these people with a mindset of a Ponzi scheme, we've got to look professional. So we went above and beyond with our portal. We went above and beyond with our resumes. We put really good people on our advisory board, and to make it look real. And it is real. And, we're registered with Security Exchange Commission. And man, it took a long time to get people to actually believe that this is not a Ponzi scheme.
Oh, there are all kinds of people. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So Eddie, you can reach out to Eddie through LinkedIn. I'll post, whatever other, social media information I'll get with the videos. I'll be posting on LinkedIn and on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever you find him, go reach out to him. As you can see, he's got a wealth of knowledge. So thanks again, Eddie. Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, sir.